Hello everybody, this is Diane. It is Sunday afternoon. I have just a few minutes here to do a little bit in my craft room. I'm not working on the strawberry journals because it's Sunday and I just wanted to just play around with just something for fun, and I think I'll make a few journal cards to put in my stash if I have time. So this is what I really want to show you today. This is a handmade stamp by my friend Lorna Taylor at TaylorMadeJournals. She creates these stamps and then she has a machine, I guess, that makes the stamps that she has these French ephemera pieces that she creates the stamps from, and then she hand cuts them. And look at how beautifully she packaged this. It is embossed. The design, this is the stamp. It's embossed on that package. And then the corners are punched. See, I haven't even opened this. It came in the mail yesterday, and I haven't wanted to open it. The corners are embossed, and it's beautiful craft cardstock, and it's got some twine and a wax seal holding it closed. So I wanted to show that to you before I opened it. And so she sells out. They're limited supply, and she sells out pretty quickly. She's going to be doing one stamp a month. That's her plan right now. And I think she has done two. And I think maybe the second one was two smaller stamps that went together. I didn't get that one. And I don't know if she's going to be producing more after she sells out. But anyway, this is the stamp that I got. And now I'm going to break the seal and we're going to try it out. I've never broken a wax seal before. Actually, you know what? Actually, I can, no, because it's attached to that. I was going to say I'll just cut the strings, but the wax seal is attached to the cardstock. Well, still, don't be stupid, Diane. You cut it and open it and leave the seal on there. Okay, see, that was easy, and I broke the seal somewhat, and you're probably all yelling at me. And here is my stamp. And this beautiful little pouch that she made. I love it. Lorna, your packaging is superb. I don't know if this peels. Oh, yes, that peels off. And here's our stamp. Let's see if it will stick to my block. I just opened this brand new archival ink just now before I turned the video on, so I would have a fresh ink pad to try this out. And I have two kinds of paper here to try it on. This is a thin, smooth handmade paper with flecks in it. It's not too bumpy. I didn't want to use a bumpy one. It might be a little bit textured, so we'll just see how this goes. Oh, isn't that lovely? And then I can tear around this. And I don't have anything prepared to do with my pieces that I stamp, but I'm gonna try inking around it. It's beautiful. I love it, Lorna. I'll have to make some things with these, and we'll do that on a video another day. I'm going to try it on this. This is a vintage paper. You can see the aging around the edges, and this does have texture on this side, so I'm going to stamp on this side. Love it on that vintage paper. Lorna, you did a great job. I'm so impressed. And I'm looking forward to seeing what June's stamp is going to be. Voila! I love it. Now I can't wait to make something with these. So yes, we will do a video making some things with these. And I'm sorry I wrecked your... I could have used this for something. I still will. I'll use it. I wasn't very smart about that, but I'll still use this because it's really pretty. I can just glue this down to a journal page and tuck something in there. Yeah, like it. Now, I did get a few things out so I can make some journal cards. Some very, very simple ones because, like I said, I don't have a lot of time. So I just took these time cards. They're the long time cards, and they're 9 inches. So I cut them in half, so they're 4.5 inches. Rounded the corners. For these, I used the, what is that called? Deco corner. And I inked around the edges. And then I just took one of my printable French flower seed packets. These are in my shop. And I made a little decoration on the front. You can just swivel it up to write on it. You can write on the back if you want to, on the back of this, and then of course on the back of that. So it's very, very simple. I probably don't even have to tell you or show you, but we're going to, because I have the stuff right here. So I just took a little piece of this lace, which I just got in a Happy Mail, and cut a little piece of it to go across the front of my image. And I'm going to punch a hole. Well, I want to ink this too. I'm going to punch a little hole in the top to put the brad through. This is I think it's a 1/8 inch punch. Something like that. Oh, I want to glue this to the top of the tag. I have so many printable things that I really want to use some of them up, so I'm going to be doing some videos, I hope, of making pockets and tags and journal cards and all kinds of things with stuff that I have. And I will use an orange brad since we have orange flowers on this. Now I just have to poke the brad through a hole in the lace. Oh, found one very easily. And open up the brad and we're done. There. Now I have 2 journaling cards all done, ready to put in my stash. Just something quick to put in a pocket. And I will make more with these 2 and maybe maybe I'll make more. I did bring in an additional 2, so I could make 8 journal cards with what I brought in here. I know I have more of these, and I could use any kind of digital that I wanted for that. So there's that quick little project. Another one I wanted to try was just taking these postcards. These are also in my shop. These are digitals that are in my shop, and I have already inked them. And this is going to be another quick and easy one, just to add one little embellishment to these before they get tucked into a pocket. So I'm going to take this piece of vintage linen. You can see it's worn there. It's old. Whatever decorative item was on here is already removed and used, and I saved the pieces of linen because the fabrics are just so lovely, and I don't want to throw them away. I'm just going to make a little tab and put it on here with some eyelets. So just to make it a little easy on myself, I'm going to pin it so that it stays evenly folded. I could embellish further by adding more to this tab, and I may eventually, but today we're just going to add the tab. Okay, I've got my box of eyelet-y stuff. Got the eyelets in there, my little hammer. I think I have all the right sizes in those little tools already. I will, well, those are black. I don't want black. These are, I think there's different shades in there. Copper, or I'm not sure what that color is. It's not brass. Doesn't really seem like copper either. But whatever it is, we're going to use it. So first thing I'm going to do is put two holes through the fabric and the card. I wonder if this isn't a good thing to try it on because it's very ravelly. We're going to go for it anyway. I'm just wondering if it will pull out of the eyelet, but we'll see. No great loss if it does. It's not like I'm using a genuine antique here. Okay, got holes. Sometimes the fabric doesn't completely detach. Now we can line up those holes and put an eyelet through there. Might have been easier to glue the fabric piece on and then add the eyelets for a decorative touch, but I am really attaching it with the eyelet. Whoops! I'm not going to get on the floor looking for that right now. And I like it with just the plain muslin or linen there. It doesn't have to have lace or anything on it. I like it just like that. I could do some stitching right across there if I wanted to. But I like it the way it is. This one, I thought I would try this little leftover bit. It's got a little bit of embroidery on it, which is quite nice. So I said in probably yesterday's video that the forecast was showing rain for Memorial Day, but when I looked this morning it was no longer showing rain for Memorial Day. So I'm hoping that we're going to have good weather for the Memorial Day flea market. Because my friend and her husband are going to pick me up. I think her husband is too. They're going to pick me up at 7 a.m. So that way we don't have to find parking for 2 cars. I don't know how the parking will be at 7. I've never gone that early. They're supposed to be open at dawn, at daybreak. I've never ever gone that early. I usually go around 8 o'clock. And a lot of people are still setting up at 8 o'clock when I'm there, or even 8:30. So I don't know what it's going to be like that early on Memorial Day. But anyway, hopefully I'll have a good haul to show you. Went to the ATM to get cash because they're just outdoor vendors. They don't do credit card machines for the most part. So, there we go. I love those. That's really pretty with the bit of embroidery on that. Those were quick. Pretty simple. I'm going to put this away so it's not in my way anymore. Okay. Whoops, did get that put away. Now, one more thing I want to try. This is another printable. It's a larger one. And I have these photos from various vintage yearbooks. I was thinking of finding a photo to put on this. I think that would be pretty. I like that one. Wonder if it's too big. I'll find another one in case that one's too big. And I got this film strip, Tim Holtz film strip, that I've had for years and I don't do anything with it. I want to use a piece of that on here. I always forget I have it. I have used it, but not enough obviously because I still have that much left. I'll wind that up later. And well, I was thinking about adding a little embellishment, but it's pretty embellished around here anyway. Maybe one of these little, it's a wooden disc with crochet on it. I thought it was a button at first. I got it at the flea market. I got a couple of them. I think I got 4 of them and I've used some. And I have 2 left. So this would make a pretty little embellishment on there with maybe a little bit of lace or cheesecloth or something. This is printed on a thin paper, because I do think this one might be a little bit too big. Let's see. Maybe not. But I definitely need to back them, either whichever one I use, with something like for a mat to make it stand out from the background more. I think maybe I could use that one. Trim off some more of that margin around her. And put some ink on it. Maybe that's all I need to do. Just ink around it. But I do need to back this with something heavier. I think I have, oh yes, right here, some cardstock that is ledger. I can use that to put on the back of this, give us a nice journaling spot. It's raining right now. I hope it stops before tomorrow morning. Give the field a little time to dry. It's going to be a big mess. Because it just, if the field is wet and then we have so many vendors and buyers there, it just becomes mud. Make sure all the sides seem straight. Oh, we've got a little bit of white showing on that side. And I will ink it, but it just means that it's not on there straight. Okay. So now it looks like this on the back. If you're wondering why I do it two ways, when I do this, it makes it darker right along the crisp edge. And when I do this, it gives it a softer look coming onto the page. Taking off my sweater. Okay, let's see. I've got a little cheesecloth here. Gonna add some cheesecloth behind her and add the film strip and then this little piece and maybe a little piece of lace. Let's see, I'm gonna cut out this little motif from this lace that I've been using today. It looks funky. That one looks better. Okay, now we can just glue things on. And I'll use my Crystal Effects. Oh, I have to do this too. I'm wondering what glue would work best for that as far as not being able to see it. I'm gonna try this. I think I've glued it down with this before, but it seems like I could see it through it. I've got quite a bit of glue left in here, but this nozzle is pretty shot because I always have to clear it out, and I poked a hole through the side of the nozzle. But this glue isn't cheap, so I don't want to just toss it. You can't take the lid off. It's all, I don't think you can. It does take a little longer to dry. Whoops! And this film strip likes to curl up. Now it's crooked. I'm going to put that on with glossy accents too. Nice thing about using something bulky like that on a card is you can take the card out when you want to journal, so you don't have to write over that bump on the page in front of it. I like the way that turned out. So that was fun, just creating a few journal cards. And I can make some more of the same types to use up some more of my supplies and add to my stash of ready-made journal cards. So this can be journaled on the back. And so can these. These are digitals of some antique postcards that I found at flea markets. And then these. I enjoyed that. I hope you did too. And where'd I wanted to show you those stamp images again. I'm not sure where I put them. Oh, they're over here. And there's my beautiful stamp from Lorna. Thanks for watching. I will show you what I do with these, or else we will do a video as I'm making things with this, but I want to make some samples first so I know what I'm doing with it, so you'll get to see this in use. Thanks for watching. Have a creative day today, and I will see you in the next video. Maybe my next video will be a flea market haul. Here's hoping. Bye-bye.